Take this time to go ahead and take your phone, hold it in front of you, put it on silent. Or turn it off if you don't know how to do that. Check your watches too. I was kicked out of court one day, but my watch went off, my phone's on silent, so I was still jury duty, not in jail.
Whatever.
Anyways, guys, also keep in mind this is friendly, this is fun. We're gonna have a great time tonight. Make sure that you celebrate all of the winners, so you celebrate only. We look forward to doing this. We'll be getting this thing rolling in about a minute. Thank y'all.
There you go.
That is an extra hot mic.
That is super hot. These are not as hot. And that's what
I'm loud anyway.
I know. So we're gonna have to turn this on for them, and then step because I better.
So I'm just gonna rotate this up so we can see.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I gotta remember to turn that one on. I don't because this one's not on, is it?
It is on.
Okay, yeah, perfect. That's fine. I don't want to have to screw with it.
Yep, it's on.
I never picked it up. I just wish we had a second one of these. We could have put them both in there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we probably should put that one on this side because then if we got two of them, they'll talk into the mics and they'll be on.
All right. So we're getting ready to start this thing. If everybody can make their way, again, we did hear a phone ring. So make sure, guys, I expect for everybody to go ahead and turn the phones on silent, turn them off. Really appreciate you guys coming out. I'm going to share the stage as MC with a very good friend of mine. Would have to say he definitely owns the second best software company in the industry. But it's a good one. Good friend of mine, Rod Puzzi, owns RoadFS, and I'll be sharing the stage and MCing with him.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be up here with Dustin Jackson, the owner of the third best software company. Dustin's owns so many businesses, I can't even imagine how busy the guy is. Like, if you try to call him on the phone, you get like, I don't know if it's easy in storage, or delivery, or this, or that, or baby diapers, or everything. He's in everything. So, super busy. One of the reasons we wanted to do this together is because it's our goal to get this industry to come together. We want people to understand that the bottom of the barrel compete, and the top collaborate with each other. And I cannot think of a better person that I'd rather be up here than Dustin. So, thank you all for coming tonight. We're going to have a good time. Thank you.
Looking around the room, we see a lot of people smiling, hugging, handshaking, coming into the place. And this is absolutely what this industry is about. This industry is not what it's been made up of online sometimes. That's a very small percentage, and it lives in a digital realm. This is the industry that I'm a part of. This is the industry that I represent, and this makes me happy. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to celebrate a lot of success tonight. Just having your name on this paper,
yes,
win or lose, sets you aside from the rest. I'm a detailer just like a lot of you guys, and I would love to have my name on this list. But you should be thrilled to be in this room surrounded by the top of the top. Make sure we celebrate that. Make sure we clap for everyone, and make sure we have a good time. We're so looking forward to a great evening.
Yep. All right. So to kick this thing off, I would like to introduce you to the IDA's 2024 president, friend of mine, Shad Stoker.
Come on up here, Shad. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. All right. So first off, allow me to call to order the annual meeting of the International Detailing Association. First off, so I think we got some slides. I can't see the board, so I'm assuming the slides are up.
Right now. Yeah, you're down there.
Oh, okay. I can see down here. Technology. All right. So first off, I want to cover the IDA's mission statement, which is simply promoting the success and growth of the global professional community, because that's what we are. We're all a community. We all are in this together, whether we like it or not. So, and the vision statement is to be the lead advocate and premier source of information for the global professional detailing community. With that, I would like to remind you about Love Your Detailer Day, which is February 15th. This is an opportunity for us to celebrate what I consider the hardest working, most passionate profession in the entire world. You as detailers in the detail profession. So this is a time for you to share your achievements, certifications, the moments that you're proud of on social media. Get the word out about professional detailing. Also, it's a good time to ask your consumers, your customers, to comment on why they chose you as a professional IDA detailer. Also, the second annual International Education Day has been moved to March 21st. So please join us in a full day of education, which is going to be in many, many languages. And I want to thank all the chapters who helped us to make this possible. And I would like to invite to the stage Cheryl Hazard, our executive director.
Thank you. My name is Cheryl Hazard. I've been the executive director of IDA since June of 2010. I love all of our members, and there's a reason that I am here every year and called Mama Cheryl by a lot of you. I care a lot about our members. This year in particular is all about community. We have to build a solid community so we can stick together in tough times. So my challenge to you is two things. If you see someone standing alone or sitting alone tonight or sometime tomorrow, please go up and introduce yourself to them. It could be the difference between them renewing their membership or not. We want to make everybody feel welcome. If you have a competitor for your detailing business or your supplier business and you haven't met them, go down the street, introduce yourself, tell them you're here to help. And if they have questions about IDA, to reach out to you, because we want to include them in the family too. So competitor or not, we're all family. That being said, I would like to call the board members up to the stage, and you, as a group of IDA members, will install our 2024 Board of Directors. They actually took office on January 1st, but this is the official vote of confidence by the members saying, yeah, we think you can do this. So we are about to affirm the commitment of the 2024 officers and directors of the International Detailing Association. As I call your name, please come and stand in front of the stage. 2024 President, Shad Stoker with Budco. President-elect, Craig Brigham with the Detailing Detective. Treasurer, Megan Poyer, Park Handy. Immediate past president, Bob Myers, Lake Country. And the following board members. Mark Laudier is not here, he's from South Africa. Juan Gonzalez, All Season Detail. Sydney Gray Gwynn, I Wash Auto Detailing. Josh Pickrell, Greg Company. Ian Ramelkamp, Auto Fiber. Dave Reed, DAR Detailing. Jody Cedric, Zenware. Tom Smith, Buffbright. And Ryan Watson, Almost Perfect Detailing. We have a wide variety of personalities up here. We have a great board for 2024. Two of our members are from the UK, so we truly are international, in addition to Mark, who's from South Africa. So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been chosen to carry out the duties of officers and directors based on the trust placed in you by members of the International Detailing Association to perform in their best interest as leaders of this corporation. As confirmation of your commitment and legal responsibilities, you have been asked to sign an antitrust avoidance agreement, as well as a commitment to serve form outlining your duties as a member of the board, including your commitment to avoid or make known any conflict of interest situations. As witnessed by these IDA members and associates, do you declare yourselves willing and able to carry out your IDA leadership responsibilities and do everything in your power to uphold the dignity, honor, and professional standing of this organization as delineated in our Code of Ethics? Do you also commit to uphold the IDA mission of promoting the success and growth of the professional detailing community? If so, please answer I do.
I do.
Members of IDA. As members of the International Detailing Association, will you commit to support these leaders in furthering our mission through your input and active participation in our organization? If so, please answer I do.
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, you do now preside over the destinies of the International Detailing Association. You may sit down. Thank you all leaders and members for your service to IDA. All right, we have 2 board members that are leaving the board this year, and we want to recognize them. So Mark Johnson, who is our immediate past treasurer. Mark, would you please come up? And Alan Medcraft. Alan is leaving the board. He's been the president and immediate past president, and is now in the role of co-chair to the Chapter Development Committee.
Thanks, buddy. Nice one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Disappear. Run away.
Yeah, run away. Run away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that's for us only, buddy.
Okay.
Any requests from Shad can be handled out in the hall after the show.
All right, I would like to introduce you to you now the standing committee leadership. Please just stand up as you are called. Our certification committee, we want to thank departing chair Clint Hintz, and we want to welcome chair Levi Gates and co-chair Jason Fong.
No, they're just standing up. Let's have them stand up.
Our chapter development committee, which has been doing a great job. How many chapters do we have? 18 chapters now around the world. That's all outside the US. Our chapter development committee, thank you to Chair Tyler Cucci, and thank you, Tyler, for staying on. Offering to ride Bird over Alan Mencraft.
Yes.
And training him to take over in 2025.
And we're sorry. We're sorry about this.
Marketing and Communications Committee. We thank departing Chair Noah Dixon and welcome 2024 Chair Rod Puzzi and 2024 Co-Chair Barry Thiel.
What's that? Oh, I know.
Membership Committee. Thank you to departing Chair Jason Rose, although stay tuned because Jason is working on a really, really good special project. So thank you to departing Chair Jason. Welcome Chair Jason Bjornbo and Co-Chair Chris Fricana. Please stand.
Where you at? Just the time.
All right, Trade Zone Education Committee, affectionately known as Trasho EdCom. Thank you to departing Chair Sydney Brake-Wynn, who's moved on to the board. And welcome to 2024 Chair Jessica Rook and Co-Chair Josh Pierce. Founders Club. Thank you to departing Chair Jody Cedric, and welcome to our 2024 Chair of the Founders Club, Rennie Doyle. He was just here. IDA Scholarship Committee, thank you to departing Chair Keith Duplessis, and welcome to 2024 Chair Jim Causey. These are all committees that need help. They need volunteers to accomplish all of the goals that we are setting for them. So please go onto the website. There's a spot there that says volunteer. I don't remember what. Get involved. There we go. Get involved appropriately and sign up for one of these committees because we really do need your help. There's a place for everyone. We also have several ad hoc committees and task forces that we want to recognize. I'll just read the names of those. The Health and Wellness Task Force, the Industry Standards Task Force, the Webinar Planning Task Force, the Podcast Task Force, the Business Development Task Force, the Motorcycle Certification Task Force, and the Social Media Task Force. So 2. We need volunteers on all of them. I also want to introduce to you the past IDA presidents. Please stand if you're in the room. Eric Jeffries is not here this evening. Sadly, Rick Goldstein is not here this evening. Mike Dixon. Hey, Mike. Keith Duplessis. Jim Lefever is not here this year. We hate it when he misses a year. Greg Sweat. Rob Schrufer. Rob is very sorry now that he's not here because he's been watching the pictures on Facebook. Justin Lobato. Jonathan Monzel is not here. DJ Patterson, and we'll have a message for you from DJ in just a moment. Alan Medcraft.
Who was just
Bob
there?
Myers. DJ Patterson, you may have missed him. He's been kind of off the grid in the last couple years. But he said that I can give you this update. Tell them to not be strangers. I am always down for casual conversation or even to lend business advice, just as I always have. At the end of 2022, I sold half my company and downsized the other half to just myself, taking care of a few VIP clients, 1 or 2 days a week, while I spent the entire year building a farm. Those of you that are Facebook friends have seen us chickens. Homeschooling kids, and a couple other revenue stream ventures, ultimately living a more free and purposeful life. So, this DJ, we love him, and hopefully you'll all stay in touch with him because I think he would like that. Last thing is I want to introduce 2 of our association development staff members that you work with a lot. Ann Locker is our office manager and our membership specialist. And Ashley Burdig does everything you could ever hope to know about certification. And I just have to throw in a personal note. Many of you have asked about Alex Hazard and why he is not here. Alex got a job that he just couldn't refuse and was so excited about it. So on one hand, I had the business person in me saying, no, you're not leaving. It's 2 weeks before Mobile Tech. What are you thinking? The mom side of me said, all right, it's better for your family. Go ahead. So that's why Alex isn't here. He's accepted a new position. Please keep in contact with him too. He would love to hear from you. Thank you very much.
We need that one. That's ours.
This is ours.
Yep. She's trying to steal our cheat sheet here, man. All right.
All right, guys. I take great pleasure in announcing the next person that will actually give away this award. Is a good friend of mine, much deserved winner of last year's Detailer of the Year award. Much deserving, very good friend of mine. Come on up here, Billy Smith of Acro Pro Detailing. He will be presenting this year's award.
Help you out that. I'm in your Vanna White.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Last year, I was blessed with this award, so it's an honor that they asked me to give this year's away.
Oh, can we keep the applause down in between and let's reserve that for the winner? We know everybody's super thankful and appreciative and happy for these, but in a little time, we're going to keep the applause to the winner, please. Thank you.
All right, the top 3 finalist nominees this year are David Moore, Quiet Storm Detailing, Angel Morano, Purple Brothers, and Onika Walton. And this year's winner is Onika Walton.
Good job. Congratulations.
So myself, Onika Walton, has shown great strength in all aspects of detailing and demonstrate her dedication to the profession by doing whatever it takes to make sure she's fully educated, equipped, and certified. She's straightforward with her clients, punctual, personable, and gives 100% to every job she does. I am one of the hardest working self-employed women you may have the pleasure to meet. She takes great pride in her detailing service and in her brand. She has built herself a brand that anyone would be proud to be an ambassador of. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Onika. So this year I have the honor of presenting the Marine Detailer of the Year. And before we present the Detailer of the Year, I tried to write a joke about it. So here's the deal. Go gentle, all right? So if I'm a Marine Detailer, I got a big old 12-inch rotary, right? So Marine Detail goes into a bar and it's called Tough Guy Bar. Only tough guys can come in here, man. Only tough women can come in here. He says, man, I'm a Marine Detailer. I pack the biggest polisher, the biggest pad. I don't care. That's not tough. I don't care. We have all kinds of people. All right. Let me tell you a story, and then you're going to let me in the bar. So the other day at work, I was cutting, man, and I was just ripping and gripping. And the pad kicked off, hit me in the shoulder, took my shoulder and my arm all the way off. I had to get this boat out, so I just picked up the sewing kit, sewed it back on, went back to work, finished the boat. Bartender goes, wow, that's tough, man. Not only can you come to the bar, I'm going to give you your first drink free. Marine Detail goes, all right. All right. Y'all keep laughing. It makes me feel a lot better. Because let me just tell you, this ain't going to get any better. All right. So this year, the Marine Detailer of the Year, the top 3 finalists are Rashid Baker of Baker Ceramic Coating and Detailing, Cody Umplet, and I hope I pronounced your name right, from Of Discount Detailing LLC, and Nathan Warren from Fine Shine. Oh my goodness. And the winner of the Marine Detailer of the Year award is Cody Umplet of Discount Detailing. Cody always strives for excellence and considers it a privilege and an honor to have his IDA certifications, including most recently the Watercraft Certification designation. His knowledge in detailing cars, boats, and anything you bring him is extraordinary, and he doesn't stop learning. He's always in one class or another expanding his knowledge and skills, and he goes above and beyond for each and every customer. He's not satisfied unless the customers are. He continuously over-delivers on his work every time. He has made a big name for himself in the lake community he services, and he's worked his magic on countless gel coats, some that other detailers thought were too far gone. He has a magic touch, bringing old boats back to life. His commitment to the community and to his craft ensure he stands out amongst his peers. He is well deserving of the title of Marine Detailer of the Year.
Thank you. I also wasn't expecting it. It's an honor to be surrounded by all these great professional detailers. I'm proud to be a part of this community. I really am. Joined this community to be part of something huge that's going to make an impact, because I know this industry is evolving and I want to evolve with it. I just met Nathan a little while ago. It's an honor to be nominated alongside a guy with his stature. Rashid, I haven't met him. I would love to meet him.
There you go. There you go. Meet the man. Meet the man right there. Hey, sir.
Thanks to everyone. Thanks to my lovely wife for always supporting me. Thanks to Majestic Solutions back there for being an awesome supplier for everything I need. And thank y'all. God bless.
That's right. And they're going to let Rashid in the bar later on, so he's going to get in. Before we do this next one, I have a special shout out to Nathan Warren. You're here, and just the fact that you're here to see the nomination, my brother.
Yes. All right, at this time, we'd like to invite Bob Myers and Chad Stoker back up to the stage.
You hope you'll have a report.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Come on, really?
That was weak, man.
Chad, come over here.
You got to get a little more thing.
How we all doing? Wow, large print, great. Wow, what a year. Thank you, everybody that's in this room. The IDA staff, I could not be here or couldn't do it without you, especially Mama down there. We've been closer this year than ever. We've had a lot of ups and downs. I always like to focus on the ups and the downs. But, just some of those, great, achievements. We have a long list here. I'm going to go through them. Launch motorcycle exams, launch Portuguese CD exams online, on the cusp of launching Spanish CDs, several other languages in the first final setup stages, updated the fine-tune the rules and regulations, RITs and RTCs, which, we added a huge amount of RITs. This is like a stellar year.
19.
Yeah, 19, and RTCs off the hook, inside and outside of the U.S. We've launched Benefits Hub, which is members only, discount marketplace, car rental discounts, travel discounts, office, it sounds like a commercial up here, business supplies, etc. We've introduced the business development webinar series in addition to regular monthly webinars. We launched our very own IDA podcast, which is, I didn't really know anything about it, but I'm going to take all the credit, but I know credit's due, Keith. I mean, everybody that's on that, thumbs up. So please, actually, everybody on that, please,
There you go. 1 minute remaining, Mr.
Oh, Miss Barry, get up.
Miss Barry?
You know, it's that nice booth that we had at SEMA. Barry was, you know, it wasn't just Barry, but Barry basically, you know, focused there and got things going. So definitely do credit where it's due.
Good job, Barry.
Launched a consumer-facing website detailing nearby.com and the consumer marketing hub for our members. Check it out if you haven't already. Increased focus, international certification opportunities, and education offerings within the webinars. Am I done?
I don't know. Turn the page. Let's find out. Now the dancing starts.
You don't want me to.
Krishna.
All this and more was made possible by members of the IDA, which is
Volunteers.
in volunteers.
100% volunteers. There you go,
You know, I'm the only one that gets paid. Everybody else
Yeah.
volunteers.
Yeah.
Just wanted, you know, so I got this nice shirt.
Thought Rod did too.
That's right.
Welcome and encourage the new 2024 president of the IDA. Chad.
Shad Stoker.
Chad Stoker.
There you go, bro.
So first off, I just want to thank Bob for his amazing year of service. I say year, but he's been helping the IDA for a long time as a board member, as the president and RIT and all the stuff that he does. And we're going to present you with this fancy plaque for your year of outstanding service. Yeah. Thank you, Bob. So,
Hey, just real quick. How long is this?
35 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I'll sit down.
So we just had our board planning session for the 2024 goals. Unfortunately, there was too many notes to bring. Did you guys highlights by chance? Anyone make any highlights? Because my list was way too long of the.
We're going to kill it.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Community member engagement. Community focus.
It was a little bit more than that, but
Focus.
yeah, it's member focused, member centric.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is one of our themes for this year because the members, the operators are truly what make the IDA what it is. So obviously I want to encourage volunteerism as it's stated here, but volunteer, sign up. I know we talk about this every year, but the IDA is a volunteer run association. We have a management company that helps us on the back end, but the operators, the professionals, the detailing professionals, we are the ones that do the work and have the say and make the decisions. The management company is here to help facilitate the things that we put in place. So without your help, without you volunteering, it's hard to get things done. But I think we have some incredible people in place this year. So the IDA dashboard. So like Bob said, we had a lot of ups and downs this year. We broke 2,500 members this year. That's an incredible achievement, right?
Yeah. Right on.
I think we've grown every year, at least for the last handful of years, by pretty good margins. So, I think that's a pretty incredible feat. Also, there are now over 1,500 certified detailers worldwide. So, which is up from, we're up a couple hundred from last year. I don't know exactly what the number is, but we've also been a part of more trade shows than ever before. We had our first year at SEMA, which was incredible. We were put in the back corner. I passed the booth 3 times because I thought it was like a information booth when I was looking for it, but we're there. We've got presence now, and I think we're going to continue down. I think that's going to be really cool in the years to come. Hopefully we'll get in the right hall soon and really make good use of that. We've seen some gains in our membership revenue, but decreases in certification revenue. Page. And losses in sponsorship and advertising, combined with increases we've all seen in operational costs this year. This has been an interesting year for us all, but I think we're stronger than ever. I think we're heading in a good direction. So going into 2024, we are rebalancing our budget. We're looking at new revenue streams and ways to cut operational costs. But most importantly, we're always looking for ways we can better serve and support our membership. We succeed when you succeed, right? So I just want to speak up. This is an absolute honor for me. This truly is. It's something that is an achievement, something that I will cherish and look back on for the rest of my life. But being able to stand up here and say that I am or was the president of the IDA, that's not what the honor is for me. The honor is when I look in this room with the absolute legends. I wrote down some names that are important to me, the Jamie Buchanans and Rennie Doyles, Jim Gogans, Mike Phillips and Greg Sweats and Bob Phillips, the Bob Eichelbergs, the Levi Gates and the Jason Roses. I mean, these are legends. These are pillars of our industry that have pushed this association and this industry forward for years and years and years. When I look around and I realize that I was believed in and entrusted and had the trust in me to help lead and shape this association, this industry, that's the real honor for me. Is the belief by my peers that I could do this job, which is it's really unbelievable. But this industry, I said it earlier, but this is the most passionate and the hardest working industry in the world, in my opinion. Everyone that details, they love what they do and they do it with a passion. So that is something I'm super proud of, to be able to say that I was the IDA president and that I had a part in the direction of this organization. So in closing, I want to reference two quotes. I talked about these in my president's letter. I know most of you probably didn't read it, but I feel like they're more important than ever to focus on. And that's JFK. He said, and this is we've all heard these many times, but I think, like I said, it's really important for us to focus on them now. And that is, the rising tide lifts all boats. We grow together, and we do it in tandem with the association and the industry and the operators of this amazing industry. The second thing is, Calvin Coolidge said, "No person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been the reward for what he gave." I'm willing to give everything that I have to make this year a success, but I need the help of you guys. I need the information, I need the feedback, and I will do everything that I can to take it to the proper channels to get it pushed through. But I need the help of all the members of this association so we can make this the best year ever. So I really thank you guys. This is an absolute honor, and thank you guys for doing this. Thanks, am I free to leave?
You're good, man. Who's doing this one? Is this you? I'll take that one. All right, I'll take that one. All right. Okay. So next award that we're going to get out. And before we do that, I want to do something that I have waited a long time to do this. There was a situation that happened, and I've been waiting probably over a year to do this. Several years ago, there was a situation. There was about 12 of us sitting around the room. Hey, where's so-and-so? Where's so-and-so? He's over here. He just happened. Hey, this happened. What's his name? Oh, that's too bad. It was a casual conversation to us, but we were talking about other people's lives and their businesses. And I've always prided myself on being a really good guy, right? Well, it got back to this person that I had said this rumor, which I didn't. And so this person, can you believe it? You know what he did? Nothing. He didn't bash me on the internet. He didn't go out and trash my company. He didn't tell people that I have a crappy product. He waited a year, and then at SEMA, he came up to me and he said, hey, this is what happened, and this is how it affected me, and this is how it affected my business. And we're good, but I just wanted you to know that it affected me, and I needed to get that off my chest. And he gave me a hug. And that person's Sean Sepulveda, and I'd like everybody to take that as a way that you should handle rumors. And from me, what I took from that, and what I took from that is, even though I didn't start that rumor, I didn't do anything to stop it. So if you hear somebody talking about somebody, man, you hear what about Dustin? Let's not talk about that. Let's not even bring it up. So, don't ever bring that up. Whew. So yeah, there's still 3 years in Wisconsin. We can't. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. Thank you, Sean, and you handled that like the perfect person. And everybody needs to take that into heart. Okay. All right. So, Detail Operation of the Year. This award is presented to a detail shop or mobile unit that is nominated for maintaining an outstanding detailing business and lives up to the ideas indicated in the IDA Code of Ethics, and they need not to be an IDA member. But it would be really cool if they were. Wouldn't it be? It'd be awesome. So the top 3 finalists are, we got them up there, Dave's Auto Detailing and Ceramic Coating, Dave Richards. Owner's Pride, St. Albert, Paulo, and Sapphire Auto Spa, Dan Belair. Okay. And the winner of the IDA Detail Operation of the Year award goes to Sapphire Auto Spa, Dan Blair out of Alvarado, Texas. Sapphire Auto Spa is a customer service oriented, friendly, and professional. It is a veteran owned and operated shop providing a fantastic customer experience, beverages while waiting, rides and pickups, and a friendly face. That is a friendly face. Look at that. The services completed demonstrate phenomenal attention to detail. Dan has earned a certified detailer designation. He is very involved in his community as well, organizing a car wash event that raises funds for food pantries. The facility is super clean and professional looking, all over a top tier spa. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Belair.
Well, wow. Thank you guys. I want to say thank you to my wife for all the support over the years. I don't know, I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, it's just been, great being part of this community. First time here at MTE, and just getting to know all you guys. I look forward to meeting more of you and working with you guys over the years, and becoming more and more involved within this community and helping the IDA grow, and being able to do more in our local community. This year, the car wash that we actually did 2. We were able to raise 4,000 pounds of food for a food bank. It was in combination with a men's group that I'm in, and so it was fun. It was a dad car wash. So,
Rod, where are you getting that? The winner now will announce Rod as the dad on here.
It's hard to polish and drink at the same time. It's doable.
thank you guys. But
There you go, man. Thank you. Yeah, you do it, baby. Do it, baby. Do it. There you go.
All right. This next award is Detail Supplier of the Year Award. This award is presented to a product or service supplier that has been nominated for making a significant contribution to the detailing industry by meeting at least 2 of the following criteria: introduce new product innovations, increase awareness of the detailing industry's professional status, contributes financially to furthering educational programs for the detailing profession, shares knowledge and experience for the betterment of the industry. The nominee must maintain a superior reputation within the industry. And again, they need not, but we highly recommend them to be an IDA member. The top 3 finalist nominees are IGL Coatings, SB3 Coatings, and UM Distributors, Inc. The winner of the IDA Detail Supplier of the Year Award is IGL Coatings. Yeah.
You get to read that one. Long-winded.
IGL Coatings does a bumpy run for their clients. Having been to trainings and events, hands down, IGL has the best of the best in all categories. Sales representatives, marketing team, and management team. Not only does it work, but they explain why and how they work without diminishing the other coding and companies out there. They've come out with new and revolutionary products to combat rust and corrosion. Their all-around commitment to having a good support team, helping out each individual installer when needed, having a green approach with manufacturing and reducing the carbon footprint, their attention to the role of detailing and polluting the environment, their VOC compliance and eco-friendly safe chemicals coatings to use. All around, they show that they are here for the betterment of the detailing industry. Again, it's my pleasure to introduce Joe LaPont, Supplier of the Year.
I'd like to start off by congratulating Barry Field from SB3 and his team and installers, and Catherine Neal, who I have not met yet, and I look forward to meeting, from distributors and all your customers and everything else also. I'd like to thank everybody in the room. Sorry,
There you go. You got it, brother. You got it, brother.
You know what? We got a good bunch of people here. All we got to do is just act our age sometimes, and let's stay together and continue doing what we need to do. Let's work. Let's have fun. Let's make some fucking money.
I gotta make sure we're not kicked off of here yet. Okay, good. We're not kicked out of here yet. All right, good. All right, so at this point, we would like to invite to the stage Tyler Cucci, and he's going to give us another little presentation, some more meeting time.
Just what we want.
Just what we want. Come on, y'all, warm it up. Let's get it started. Go, Tyler.
All right, hello, I'm Tyler Cucci. I'm the chair of the Chapter Development Committee. Last year, I started being the chair, and another committee asked me if I'd be their co-chair, and Cheryl told me I wasn't allowed to be a co-chair while I was the chair of the Chapter Development Committee, which is something that has been done over and over again in the IDA. And I said, why would she stop that from happening? And now I like to say, thank you, Cheryl, for stopping that from happening. Internationally, we've grown amazing amounts. IDA now spans globally across 79 countries, different countries. We have 18 international chapters, and let me tell you, these chapters are amazing. This last year, I got to go out to the UK chapter. Phenomenal time. I just got to go visit the Caribbean chapter. It's just amazing to see how far we're really stretching.
So I'd like to volunteer to go to the Caribbean chapter as well.
We are now over 750 international members, which is just, last year I think we were just cresting 600. Every year, the international part of the IDA is outpacing the domestic part. And I actually made that threat last year that we will eventually completely outpass the US, and we will internationally. I promise. So very, very exciting. Is there any other chapters I missed? Obviously, I gave a shout out for the UK. Everyone from the UK, make a little bit of noise here. We've got the Caribbeans back there. Right, Mark from South Africa is on the board, which is very exciting. Anyone else here internationally? Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh my goodness, Canada.
You got color log.
So
UK, color log.
Germany, it's crazy when you go through
Idaho.
how many people are here. Idaho, right? Which is probably further away than international places. So we added 2 new chapters. The Caribbean chapter is new this year. South Africa is new this year. Canada came in right at the end of the prior year. We have 25 recognized independent trainers internationally, not domestic, internationally. Half of them, half of our ITs are from other countries, helping us create content in other languages. You heard earlier, they highlighted how we now have the Spanish test online, Spanish is almost there, Portuguese is already online, and we're getting those translations across the board in so many other languages. And those translations are being done by our members. So if you speak multiple languages, please help us. We really, really need your help on getting those translations done. Because when I do go to the UK and I call it a hood and they laugh at me because it's a bonnet or, all the boot, not the trunk, we, even in the same language, we communicate differently. And we're only going to do it the best as detailers using our own terminology. So please help wherever you can on that. We went to Waxstock, Auto Mechanica, Detail Land, and a bunch of other international trade shows. We're really growing, and it's exciting. I think I hit most of that. We now have other language webinars too, and we're working on translating our English webinars automated into other languages. But what's really great about webinars being hosted in another language in their native tongue is it's also being done at their time. We've got to realize that noon for us is 7 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning somewhere else in the world. So it's always exciting to see that stuff grow.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tyler. This is the key thing. Holy crap. Okay. All right, so at this time, we are going to start with some the Outstanding Service Awards. We're going to invite Bob Myers, last year's president, up on stage. This award is presented annually to a detailing industry professional who works above and beyond to advance the detailing profession and the IDA. The candidate must be an IDA member in good standing. I might sit down for that one. It's a long wait. I'll take that. Take that one up.
Oh, we just come right out and say what's going on, who it is, right off the bat.
Dude, there you go, Ben.
Okay, so, this year's IDA Outstanding Service Award is Joshua Pierce.
Josh Pierce.
Josh shows cares and commitment to the detail industry. The amount of hours and work he puts in volunteering his time and donating monetarily is vast. He mentors dozens of detailers across the country, spends hours every day answering their questions. I know about that. And helping them through situations. He always
Wait for it.
Makes himself available to hear where needed and promotes the IDA and the values it holds every day. He will spend his own time and money traveling to help and support other detailers. Nice. He also educates both local distributors who have questions, their consumer base by opening up his shop for detailed workshops, traveling on location to assist. He is an IDA member. That's always a plus. A frequent volunteer and commits and shows an IDA recognized independent trainer. Josh is dedicated elevating the industry, which is really great right now because we need a lot more positive uplifting in our industry. Josh Pierce.
I know you love this part.
This is pretty cool. If you know me, I'm not much of a talker.
Love you, bro.
Yes,
I do need to thank some people, my wife and kids. Bob, thank you. Keith, Sydney, Robin, Prentice, even though he's not here, Rennie, Alan, you know, I love you guys. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
It's my pleasure. Keith Duplessis, to the floor.
I'll hold your drink.
Mr. President, I invoke President privilege. There you go.
There you go.
All right, so this is the scholarship update. So a couple of things I want to say is, we don't say it enough. Cheryl, thank you. Okay. I want to recognize a few folks because this is all my fault. I kind of put together our team. So thank you, Josh. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Sydney. Thank you to all of our team that put tonight's event together. This doesn't happen by accident. They bust their butt, and they did a hell of a job. And you're not off the hook either. Neither are you, Ashley, and neither is Alex. So our team that puts this on really goes to great lengths. We had a rehearsal this morning. We had a rehearsal the other day. Everybody puts in a ton of effort because they want this to be great for you. So, but I also said, hey, we're going to get this thing done quick. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to go to my update. Here we go. I knew you'd clap for that. All right. So first of all, Jim, would you come up here and join me real quick, Jim Kuzi? So our scholarship update is not fabulous as far as a ton of things achieved, but it's not supposed to be about things we've achieved. It's about things that we've been able to do. Our scholarship committee is dedicated to two functions. First is to award training and education opportunities to detailers who need or have a need for that purpose. The second thing that we do is, with that opportunity to go get the additional training, we also have, thanks to the Turtle Wax folks, an opportunity for detailers to get their certification done once they've completed that training. So that is our mission as a certificate, or as a scholarship committee. And we are dedicated to that. I want to thank, she wasn't here in the room last year, so I'm still going to embarrass you because you deserve it. And that is Megan Porter. She was the chair before me, but she wasn't here last year. She was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award or some other thing from the detail group. So thank you for last year, Megan. You led us off on the first year. This is a Rick Goldstein commemorative scholarship. So I want to really kind of give credit to our team. We don't meet often. We meet when we have an opportunity to present an award. I will take this opportunity because I got a soapbox and I'm standing on a stage, so why not? If you are a manufacturer, if you provide training, please reach out to our committee. Please reach out to Jim. Jim, I'm not abandoning you. I'm going to be here. Megan's still here. We're all still here. If you have an opportunity to present or give an opportunity for somebody to get training in our industry, and you have a training center, and I know Rennie is offered, and PNS is offered, and Mike Dixon is offered, and I can go through the list. Please give us an opportunity to present your training center as a scholarship opportunity. This is where we give back to the industry. If there was one thing that epitomized Rick Goldstein, it would be that, give back. So I am privileged to say that that's all I got to say. I want to thank Jim for taking the reins this year. He's going to do an outstanding job. For those that don't know, his employer, which is Turtle Wax, is the folks who give the scholarship money to provide our certification event. So it is in great hands, better hands than I had it in, and I thank you for that. So with that, I am going to make one last plea. If you are a company that does certification, and I'm looking at somebody in the room right now, we need a co-chair for this year. I'll stick around and help Jim as much as I can, but we could use a co-chair for the scholarship committee. And it does not have to be a supplier. It can certainly be a detailer. We would love your perspective. So with that, I am going to hand this thing back to the Founders Club team, because it looks like Mr. Doyle and Mr. Cedric, who is wearing the second ugliest freaking coat in the room. Joe, yeah, you're wearing the ugliest. Well, get up here and you can defend yourself. Come on, you're up, and you and Rennie are up. Thank you. I really want to know, but I dare not ask, whose idea was this?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, no, I always thought you were the one with the sense.
Well, you know, I got sense and have a good partner that makes life a lot easier and a lot more fun. And it's funny because Heath was pushing us really, really hard to dress up. And I'm like, we're a bunch of detailers, dude. You're lucky I'm wearing shorts. So Rod's like, I got a good idea. And so we found this place online, and here we are.
The rest is history.
I spent a little time trying to represent every company in here. If I forgot you, I apologize, but I tried to go through a list and get everybody on here. So,
but there's always next year.
Kind of weird, but yeah, it's super fun. So, thank you, Rob, for the good idea. So, what am I doing? All right, Founders Endowment Funds. Oh, dude. Are granted annually for programs and projects aligned with the goal of the endowment fund to further detailing education and training. Sorry. I'm getting choked up because so this year's winner, she has a huge impact on the industry. Mm-hmm. And I'm going off script. So last year, she started a program to help kids who are aging out of the foster care system and who are on Indian reservations that don't have a lot of mentorship and vision and direction to help them become successful in their life. And so last year, Bernice Berry, Pure Luxury Tent Dealing, she created this 6-day program where she brought in 6 students to give them an insight and training into detailing. And this year, she has 15 students, and she's trying to stretch it to 10 days. So this year's recipient of the Founders Endowment Fund, of course, is Bernice Berry of Pure Luxury Tent.
Bernice could not be here.
And she wasn't able to make it because she's undergoing some very serious challenges, and she can use some love. So she has a special place in my heart, and I'm really, really excited to give the entire, this year's the entire amount to Bernice. So we're really excited about that. Now, I'm supposed to remain on stage?
Yeah.
For what? Class of 2024 Hall of Fame. So.
There you go. Go for it, buddy.
All right, talk about going off script. I went off script. Sorry, Cheryl, it happens. So
Devin's going to be brutal.
Our Hall of Fame members, I would like any Hall of Fame member that is in the room to please come join us here at the base of the stage to welcome our newest class. We have 3 members this year to induct into the IDA Hall of Fame. This one's tough for me. Bob Phillips says I can't give away a box of cookies without breaking up, and it's true. But I would like to say, Mr. President, IDA Board, fellow detailers, tonight's first inductee holds a special place in my heart because without him, I wouldn't be standing here. He called me one day and he said, "Hey, I think you ought to be on the IDA board." I'm like, okay. He's like, "Well, y'all already set up the trade shows. You might as well show up and be on the board." So with that, in 2009, I joined the IDA board of directors. And because of him, I'm here today. And because of him, Cheryl's here today and our ADS team. 2010 IDA president Rick Goldstein. Anybody who met Rick could see his passion for the car care industry, not just in regard to the products he and his company developed, but also in regard to the current and future detailers in the industry. He knew firsthand how the passion for car care and detailing could transform someone's life and livelihood. He was the founder of Wolfstein's Pro Series. He was also a co-founder of the IDA Founders Club. Matter of fact, he called me one night in Las Vegas at Billy's wedding night. Thank you, Billy. And he said, you know what we ought to do? We ought to have a booster club for the IDA. We have the IDA's Founders Club because Rick gave me the idea that we should create something called the Booster Club for the IDA. That scholarship gives away money every year. That scholarship saved the IDA. Thank you, Rick. He was the founder of Wolfstein's Pro Series. With Wolfstein's, he developed the Ragtop series for convertible care, one of a kind at the time and eco-friendly to boot. He had a passion for creating the best chemicals and equipment for the job. Do one thing really, really well, was Rick's statement. His other statement was, if you do not find value in your IDA membership, I will personally give you your money back. I will tell you in 15 years, and of course I felt obligated to do the same, we have never given your money back because there's always value in the IDA. Thank you, Rick. He was one of the founding members of the IDA. He was. His generosity, second to none. Positivity, his genuine interest in getting to know people, wherever he met them, throughout his career in the industry, second to none. You don't know this, but the IDA wasn't big enough for Rick. Rick was a world-class barbecue judge. I saw the certificate in his wallet. Couldn't contain Rick Goldstein. Rick was such a huge supporter of our industry. His legacy is carried forward in the form of training future generations, IDA Scholarship Fund for Rick Goldstein. We are honored to welcome my friend, our mentor, Rick Goldstein, 2024 Hall of Fame class. Accepting on his behalf will be his son, Spencer Goldstein.
Well, hey, join the club, right?
Well,
Thank you. It's really an honor. If I don't cry first, I am going to say something. I did prepare something because I am prepared, and also because they don't usually let me speak at these things. Usually just get drunk and talk shit about Keith.
It's a good plan.
But it'll be real quick, I promise you. I know a lot of people here think of my father as an icon in this industry in many ways. I know if he was here, he'd be deeply appreciative of this recognition. Everyone in this room most likely has a fond memory of Rick. A funny anecdote, a quick story about how my father impacted your life in some way. I miss him every day. Now, I know each of you do too. We could go on for hours rehashing the memories, and I cherish each and every one of them, but right now I wanted instead to take a brief moment. Again, I promise this will not be long, to discuss some of the values that my father Rick saw in this organization, some of the qualities that make the IDA so great. And I think it goes without saying, of course, the first of those is education, which is arguably the core interest of the IDA.
I'm sure all of you know, I mean, if you didn't, you do now because of Keith's presentation, that the IDA currently offers the Rick Goldstein Scholarship Program, an absolutely fantastic educational asset for current and future detailers willing to study to perfect the craft. Now, when I learned about the initiation of this program, I was thrilled because I knew that was exactly what Rick would have wanted. I wanted to give a quick shout out, particularly to the boss herself, Miss Megan, for all the people that made the Rick Goldstein Scholarship Fund possible. So thank you. And if you can donate to that, please do. Education is what keeps us moving forward in a rapidly changing industry. New products, new innovations, learning new ways to tackle new projects. I should have said new products before, but not only that, but also bringing new people into the industry, welcoming them and giving them the tools to succeed. There's no doubt that work ethic is an extremely important core value, but there can be no improvement without study. That is a value that my father held dearly, and that is what the IDA is about. Of course, study, when applied, leads to quality. If you're a detailer here, the quality of the job is what sets you apart. If you're a manufacturer like me, we know it isn't good enough to throw whatever into a bottle and sell it. We use our knowledge to create the best products. Sometimes that isn't easy. Sometimes I mean selling at a higher price point than we would like to, for example. But striving to be the best is always the goal. Now, so what does this mean exactly? Firstly, that you should buy my products. They're very good, I promise you. Venmo and Cash App are accepted. I might even trade you for a glass of whiskey because this makes me extremely anxious. Good. Okay, so you'll be waiting for me.
Yes.
All right, but in all seriousness, what that translates to is a pursuit of excellence. Just doing the thing is simply not good enough. Anyone can do the thing. Anyone with a microfiber towel on a street corner can claim to be a detailer. That's the easy way, but it's not the IDA way. The IDA represents the pursuit of excellence. It stands for being the best, working hard and striving for perfection. If you're a detailer in this room, maybe you haven't really thought about this too much. You're here because you want to be the best you can be, not because you took the easy route. You're here because there's always more to learn, because there's always a higher level. And because that higher level is attainable, we're willing to put in the hard work to achieve excellence. And that is what the IDA is about. Lastly, I want to say a quick word about the value of charity, quite possibly the value that my father, Rick, held most deeply in his heart. And I don't mean charity in the sense of donating money to your local church or something. It's not exactly it. I mean it in a more communal sense. Rick always viewed the IDA not just as a mere association by name, but more as a fraternal order. These men and women in this room are not just a loose association of industry colleagues. Even though we may compete against one another on the open market, this industry shares a brotherhood unlike any industry I've ever personally witnessed. If one of us falls, we pick them up. If one of us succeeds, we all succeed. Rick understood this. It's why each of you likely has a memory of Rick that is applicable only to you. That is what the IDA is about. So at risk of Keith dragging me off stage, I'm going to end with this. He's coming for me.
It's up there already. It's already got it.
My friend Todd Helm once said to me, "We shouldn't be sad your father is gone. We should be happy we got to live our lives in parallel to his. That's what makes him a great man." So my father may no longer be with us, but his legacy always will be. Because I think that legacy is ingrained in the IDA itself. The values that my father advocated for are the very same that undergird the structure of this organization. Hard work, education, betterment, dedication, excellence, charity, loyalty, communal support, just to name a few. In my estimation, those are the foundational attributes that comprise the DNA of this organization. What makes it so significant to all of us here. That's what the IDA is about. And that would make Rick very proud. So thank you again for this on behalf of myself and my mother and my family for your love and support over so many years. It's a really great honor. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. He's got a box for you to carry that.
All right. I feel bad because I'm like shuffling because I spent the hour before and a little time before trying to get all the technology together. Thank you to Chris for helping me get it together. We've been broadcasting this event the entire night, and we've been averaging about 26 guests remotely, so it's really fun to be able to do that. So, all right, so our next person that we would like to recognize in the 2024 Hall of Fame is, should I read the details or announce his name first?
Read the details.
Okay, I'm gonna read the details. All right, this person began his career with a 15-year span owning several car wash facilities in Los Angeles, California. During this time, this individual absorbed extensive knowledge in chemistry and business development. After that, he started 3D International, so that gives it away right there. Now, an over 30-year-old company, 3D is solid and sold in over 50 countries worldwide. The acronym speaks to the core competency of the company, detailing-driven developers. Mr. Tunch Gorn is known for having a strong passion for developing products that improve and make more efficient work for detailers. His notable benchmark products are 3D high HD speed, 3D One, AAT compounds, and the HD Carbon. There you go. Let me help you there. Car Caroline. Tunch has been obsessive about creating easy-to-use systems and products for developers and body shops. Over the years, he has engaged the expertise of several notable names in the industry, including Mel Craig, Barry Thiel, David Fermani, Mike Phillips, Francisco Mendoza, and Thomas, I cannot read that name, Bikini, to name a few. Tunch worked with these individuals to tap into the energy, mindset, and the DNA of active detailers who can contribute valuable insight into the performance needs of products. Recently, 3D International was merged with High Tech Industries to expand its reach and capabilities. For his truly global footprint, significant contributions with innovative products, and his far-wide networking in the detailing industry, we are proud to induct Tunch Gorn to the IDA Hall of Fame 2024. Good.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, I'm not.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. And IDA is a family, but in this family, we created another family. And in the script that you had, we also have added PNS to our group of small family. And it's all because of trying to make things better and synergistically make better for the industry. And I have worked for this company. I created this company in 1996, but I started in 1989, owning the car washes, like you said. And my goal was always to make green. That's why my logo is green. And also I named my company back then 3D International. The reason I did that was I wanted to be global. So right now we sell to around 60 countries around the world. And it has been a very big journey, and I love my competitors. We never had any disagreements all these years. We always worked together, and I think that translates to our success, to be quite honest, because this industry is all about, being, it's a pleasurable business. I mean, we don't sell misery, I would hate to be a cancer doctor or a divorce lawyer, or I'd rather be in this business, and make people happy. So having these car washes in LA, I had 5 full-service car washes, and helped me a lot to learn about the other side of the business too. We were detailing almost like hundreds of cars a day, and between all those 5 cars, about 2,500 car washes a day. So that gave me a great playground to learn the industry, and I dedicated my education and into chemistry, but I didn't do that before when I graduated, in England, back in the 1979. So when I look back, wow, I said, have I done this all in 35 years? It's been a long journey, but I'm still in the game with making better products and hoping to make even more greener, more easier to use, because that's one of our registered name was Detailing Made Simple. So our goal was to make this stuff much quicker, much easier. And thank you again very much for your recognition about my work. Now, cherish this. Thank you.
Great job, my friend.
I forgot about RBL as well, and they're part of our family as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Well deserved.
All right. So I'm really excited to recognize this next person. I never intended to be in computers or detailing. That was not my plan. And currently I'm in both. And this man has had a huge impact on my life, and he doesn't even know it. Because every single Mobile Tech Expo since when, Rod?
2008.
I've gone to his education series and stood in the back because he has a passion for what I have a passion for, and that's boats. So Mike Phillips has been teaching classes on car detailing since 1987. He began his career as a mobile detailer, then progressed to mobile distribution and detailing products. Throughout his career, he has worked with such industry powerhouses as McGuire's, AutoGeek, 3D Products International, and now Dr. Beasley's. He has served as a host for 2 TV shows on car detailing, a competition-ready TV show on the Velocity Channel, and AutoGeek's What's in the Garage. He is the author of 5 car detailing books and 1 boat detailing book. Another book is in the works. So what's that? 6, 7 books? Holy crap. The Art of Detailing, Complete Guide to a Show Car Shine, the RoadFS Bigfoot Paint Polishing System, Flex XC, 3401 VRT Dual Action Orbital Polisher, How to Detail Boats with Marine 31, and the list goes on. He's been the guest detailing expert for multiple TV shows, including My Classic Car Wash, Chasing Classic Cars, 2 Guys Garage, Truck U, and Motorhead Garage. What haven't you done? Good grief. He's written over 1,000 articles on the topics of auto and marine detailing. 1,000. He was the detailing trainer at McGuire's.com from 1987 to 2009, as well as the director of training for AutoGeek.com from 2009 to 2021. After that, the global director of training for 3D International. Now he's hard at work at Dr. Beasley's. Mike has been intensely involved in the IDA from the start. He served on the board and various committees, and he's also an active RIT. He has educated the detailing industry itself and brought the detailing profession to wider renown amongst the general population. Mike Phillips,
Class of 24 for Hall of Fame.
I'm sorry to say, I can't say I saw you in the back of the class.
Because I'm so short.
Because I'm focused on things, but thank you for taking those classes. I'm always honored that anybody would read any article I've written, read any book, take any class, and especially here at Mobile Tech Expo. I'm usually not a loss for words, but I'm not a loss for words right now either. I just want to say thank you to some people that are very important to me that I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't have done all the things that I have done in this career. And that would be my mom and dad. I grew up in a family of 4 kids. My little sister was blind, and that took a toll on the family in a lot of different ways. But the one thing that my mom and dad did is they instilled a very strong work ethic in all of his kids. And I've never shied away from doing hard work. The other person I like to thank is behind anybody that's accomplished anything is their partner. So my wife, Stacy Phillips, she puts up with me. And I do tend to be a workaholic, and if that can be a problem, the flip side of that is being a bum. So I'd rather be a workaholic than a bum. And I'd like to mention a couple other people too. One is someone that you guys have probably never heard of. His name is Jack Berkby. And after I lost my leg in a boating accident in 1987 or 86, in 87, he gave me a shot at being a trainer for McGuire's. And I had no idea what I was getting into. He asked me if I could take this truck and call in body shops and detail shops and dealerships and show them how to, detail cars, wet sand, cut and buff. And I thought, hey, that sounds pretty fun. I didn't really connect. He was asking me to be a salesman. Okay. I just wanted to go out and show people how to do stuff. But what that did is it led to sales. Okay. And so that was a lot of fun. And when he set me up in this box truck, he gave me this cassette library tape from Zig Ziglar. Okay, a lot of people recognize him. And that's back when we had cassettes, so I put these cassettes and listen to them as I drive from detail shop to body shop to dealership. And one of the quotes from Zig Ziglar that I always liked goes like this: help enough other people get what they want, and sooner or later, you'll get what you want. And so I've always tried to apply that in everything I do, just helping other people get what they want. A lot of times it just means a shiny car or a shiny boat. But Jack gave me a chance at it. I covered 3 territories, and I just had the time of my life. The next person I'd like to thank is also a member of the IDA Hall of Fame. He's not here, but it's Barry McGuire. I wrote my first book actually in 1988, self-published it. And Barry had found out about this book. And one day I'm driving home from work in a 1966 Chevy milk truck. And it's got a big lock and it's got side doors that are rattling. And I just got this thing called a cell phone. And it rings. And I'm thinking, who could be calling me? I just got this. No one has my number. And my wife he'd called, somehow got a hold of us, and my wife gave him his number. And he goes, this is Barry McGuire. Is this Mike Phillips? And I go, the Barry McGuire? And he goes, that's right, Barry McGuire. So I go, give me a second, Barry. Let me park my milk truck so I can hear you. And he says, I heard you wrote a book about my products. And I did. I wrote The Art of Polishing Paint, a user's guide from McGuire's. And I never asked him for permission. So the first thing that went through my brain was, I think he's going to sue me. So copyright and trademark infringement. And he says, would you do me a favor? I want you just to rip out the first 4 chapters of that book and mail them to me. So at this point, I figured I got nothing to lose. So I did just that. A week later, he calls me and says, how'd you like to fly down and interview for a job as a writer for my company? And I'm pretty overwhelmed because I don't have a college degree in writing or typing. And I said, sure. At the time I was actually driving heavy equipment. I run what's called you guys call it a front end loader. In Oregon, we call it a scoop. I was pushing wood chips at a pulp mill. So I flew down there. He invited me down for 3 days. I didn't see him the first day, didn't see him the second day. Third day, it's about 4 o'clock. My plane leaves at 6 and he comes walking in. And you know how when you meet people, they put their hand out and they say, hi, my name is, blank. Let me show you what he did. He put his hand out and says, I love your writing. And so I said, I love your writing. And he goes, how'd you like to work for me as a writer? And of course I said yes. And they created a position called corporate writer, and I took over all the writing duties for Barry McGuire. And the fact that that guy would trust me, someone that he probably knew from Adam, was really an honor. It was really an honor, and it was also a really hard job. and then I would be remiss without saying thank you to Bob McKee. He stole me away from Barry. And, I went out and taught the detailing classes that I brought up from McGuire's. He asked me to come out and teach it at a thing he called Detail Fest. So I thought, okay, what am I getting myself into? And after I taught a class, he brought me into his office. And I love this. He says, what would it take for me to steal you from McGuire's? So I wrote my salary down on a little piece of Post-it note and I shoved it over to him. And I thought he's going to have a heart attack. And he goes, really, that much? And I go, yeah. He goes, I'll give you that and a TV show and a 5-year contract. And so I took that, and the fact that he had enough confidence in me to represent his company and to educate people via the medium of TV, which to me, instead of teaching like 30 people in a class, now you're teaching 30 million people on TV. That was another huge pinnacle moment in my life. And of course, then we tried that, and it struggled. You know, a TV show on detailing is kind of like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. You know, you can only watch someone buff so long. So it's a real challenge. We did a second TV show called Competition Ready. A lot of people might not know this, but the producer for that was Bud Budstrom, who was the creator of Overhauling with Chip Foose. So we had a lot of talented, but again, we actually took over Barry McGuire's old time slot for Car Crazy, and it had better viewership than his TV show. But it still just wasn't making the kind of profits you'd expect for something that costs, I think, around $2 million a year to put on. But again, it's a great honor that he had confidence in me to do that. And I just want to make sure that I said thank you to him. So, and I'd also just like to say thank you to everybody here. I've been going to SEMA for 22 years. I've been teaching classes at Mobile Tech Expo since 2010. And I love MTE over SEMA, just because we're more of a community. But my favorite part is when somebody comes up to me and says they've been reading my articles or watching a video or they bought a book, they've been following me, and it's helped them to get to where they are now. And that is the most rewarding thing. I told my wife that last night on the phone. It's just the most rewarding thing about this job. And I never really started to get into this industry this all happened by accident. I have two passions in life. I love to detail cool cars, and I love to show other people how to detail cool cars. And that's how I got here. So thank you. And it's also an honor to be a member of this already esteemed group of high caliber people in the IDA Hall of Fame. So thank you very much, everybody.
Yes. Don't forget your plaque.
I'll just try not to fall.
So that wraps up our Hall of Fame inductions. Again, I want to thank everybody who contributed nominations. Everybody is invited to nominate a Hall of Fame member. And our Founders Club is the ones who kind of run that. So please make sure you do your nominations so we can have great nominees next year. Thank you.
All right. I can see a lot of faces out there that are saying, let's wrap this up. Nay, nay, my friend. Nay, nay. There's 3 pages left. All right. So we're going to do some sponsor recognition really quickly, and then we're going to do some final things and turn it back over to Shad. So we would like to thank all of the sponsors of this year's event. We've got our title sponsor of SB3, Barry Thiel.
The awards program sponsors Ardex Labs, Car Candy, PNS, Pro Products, and the Rag Company.
Tonight's
Reception.
That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
3D Products, professional detailing products, RoadFS USA, Z-Bar. Good thing. Too much to drink.
The Education Day session sponsor, Detail Plus, Obert Car Care.
Yep. And a special thank you to Flex, Dr. Color Chip, and Auto Geek for the skills validated testing kits, provisions, and cars. And yeah. we'd like to just to mention the sponsor advertising packages. If you need to look into that, see the IDA's website for complete information. If you can't find it, you're not looking. And if you need some help in that, because it's a great opportunity to give back to the IDA. I really love seeing companies out here that are given to the IDA and providing that. So
we all run businesses here, and we all know it takes revenue and cash to make things happen. So really, hats off to these sponsors for stepping up, doing these things. You know, a table tent or a logo on a slideshow only means so much, but to have the income and revenue to do things such as this and that much more that IDA does, it's really important, and we really are appreciative of that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. And take a look at the IDA's website and go look at the Founders Club. These are companies that have gone above and beyond, that have written a big check to be part of that. And I'm very proud to be part of that group and with a bunch of other people. And before we close this out and turn it over to Shad, I would be remiss if I did not go off script for a little while. As I was contemplating how we were going to wrap this up for me and Dustin, and we've already talked about the brotherhood and sharing and working together at the top. I was in the bathroom at Ford's garage, and I was thinking, how are we going to wrap this up? And I looked up above me, and there's a sign from Henry Ford, and it says, if everyone's moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. And that was it. I was like, from the bathroom wall to the IDA hall.
Were you sitting or standing?
I was standing.
Okay.
So, standing. So I want to share that because I really feel passionate about that. If we're all moving forward together, then this industry is going to make it. And if we're all trying to build each other up, if I know somebody that needs Dustin's product or needs something from Car Candy, I can go to Mike, or I can go to Bob Phillips from PNS, or Keith Duplessis from PNS, or anybody in this room to help people out. That is the way we need to build this industry up, and that's how we're going to build everybody up in here so that we all make it. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Chad Stoker.
I'd like to invite Chad Stoker back to the stage to close us out. Thank you.
Everyone clap at once. All right, so if you haven't already, make sure you stop by the booth. It's 10:39 to learn more about what's happening within the IDA. Sign up to serve, get your member ribbon and your IDA certified ribbon for your name badge. A couple quick things. I would like to personally thank Dustin and Rod for the amazing job. I mean, these guys must have just absolute nerves still, because to stand up here this whole time and not completely lose it is crazy. You don't understand the scope until you get up and really pervade the room. There's a lot of people in here, so that's a testament to the growth of the IDA. Also, real quick, when I was sputtering through my list of legends, there's two that I want on that are important to me, and that's Megan Poirier and Diane Doyle. They've been instrumental in this industry. I had a whole bunch of men, and then I wanted to make sure I highlighted them because it's awesome. We had our first female detailer of the year tonight. So it's incredible what they've done for the industry. Again, I want to close. This is an absolute honor for me to be able to do this. This is, like I said, the most passionate and hardworking industry, but it's one of the most honorable professions there is. I mean, we are entrusted to care for people's largest ancillary purchase, their vehicles. Some people, they love their cars more than they do their kids. I'm one of them, and I don't even have a nice car. So with that, I would like to ask for a motion and a second to adjourn this 2024 IDA annual business meeting. There you go. Josh is always our first. Okay. Thank you all very much. Have a great MTE.